Hey everyone, welcome to Friday Night Lure Lab. And I forgot to open Blender. Okay, so today we are going to make a very tiny crankbait. Now I know that I did make a small crankbait before, but it wasn't tiny enough. And it's always a challenge making small lures. It's the most challenging thing, especially when 3D printing, because of like the size of the nozzle and the material itself. I mean, it's plastic. So let's see. For inspiration, this is one of my favorite crankbaits. It's a 3 centimeter crankbait. I don't know how much that is that in inches. Let's see. It's 1.2 inches. It's from Decathlon. This is like Capellan. 3 centimeter crankbait, and I think I can do something similar. I don't want to like copy it as it is, but the biggest challenge is gonna be the line tie. But if we do this spherical cut here, then we might be able to achieve it. So that's the plan. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? Again, I don't want to copy it as it is, but I want to at least get some dimensions close to it because it works, and I want something that works. So we need to add a reference image here somewhere. Did I save it on the desktop? Okay. So we're gonna have to convert this. Let's see, convert wobbler crankbait. So let's call it Capellan. How do you call Capellan? How do you type it? Anyways, decathlon.png. And I misspelled convert. Yeah, it worked. Let's see. So we want to add a cube as always. This has to be 30 mil. And I think this is like 12 or something. We'll check the width because it's pretty wide. Might be 15. Yeah, might be 15. We will see about this. But is this 30? Oh, we need to make it smaller. Even smaller. It's a tiny lure. Okay. Okay. We want symmetry, and this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna modify it a bit. Again, I'm not gonna copy it as it is, but I want a baseline to start from. Okay, let's say it's like that. And now we can do the shape, the top view. It's gonna be a wide lure, but I think that's how it should be. And we can scale it a bit on the X, make it less wide. I think this looks fine. Maybe we can push it a bit more down and do this. This looks cool. Yeah, so it's not exactly the same. Again, I don't want it to be the same. But it is kind of bigger now. So let's see, maybe if we move this. Yeah, we don't want it to be bigger. Is it 30? 31. 31 is fine. Can scale it a bit. On the Y, make it exactly 30. Apply the scale. Yeah, I think the shape is fine. It's a bit big on the back, but that's good. It will hold the wire well. Overall, it's fine. Let's look at the volume. 1.7 cubic centimeters. 1.7. So that means if we want it to float, but that's without the lip. We need to put the lip in first. I think it will increase it a bit. I think it's going to be 2 cubic centimeters. So it's going to be around 2 grams. Then now that's going to be challenging to print. We can print it in ABS, but it's not going to be strong enough. We'll see. We will see. Also, the lip is going to be a challenge to model. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. It's doable. I think the lip, I'm going to copy it. So it's going to be a different cube. Something like that. This one is how much? It's 2 mil. 2 mil thick. That's enough. That is enough. And what we can do now, we need to change this to local. And now we can move along the Y. Okay. Something like that. And now we can take these two, extrude them like that. So we will attach it to the lure in a bit somehow. Here we want to do this. I think this section is done. We might need one here. Just like that. Now let's see how it's gonna look once we subdivide. Oh, come on. Ah, crap. Yeah, we have to fix that. The problem is I extruded only one of the edges. So these have to go. Let's make sure. Okay, 0 vertices, we're fine. Okay, so we need to select two. Okay, we need to make sure all of them are selected. And now we can extrude. Yeah. Now it's good. Cool. Cool. So these here, first of all, it has to be symmetric and we can move them along the X. This is gonna be necessary once we apply the shrink wrap. Okay, and now it's gonna get messed up. That's fine. That is fine. Because we need to first get some edges. I think what I'm gonna do first is put the loop cut here, and then I can move these back to turn it into a circle. So this now is a circle. Nice. And now if we look at the picture, first of all, okay, no. I need to move these two to the front. Something like this. Okay, maybe we need to first, let's select all of these edges till here. I think this section is fine. And now we can increase the crease. Yeah, it's gonna mess up this edge right here. What if we do this and this? Okay, this looks fine. Now it's gonna be a bit thin here, I think, at the front. But that's fine, I guess. Okay, that's step one. Step two is we need to assign these vertices to a vertex group. And we can do that in the data, create a new vertex group and assign it. So now we have a vertex group. We can come here and add a, what was it called? Shrink wrap. Okay, so something messed up. Now we need to select the vertex group. Okay, but before we do that, first we want to apply the scale. So apply the scale. Let's see what we can do to fix that. I think if we take these two, maybe move them up. No. Okay, I guess this fixed it. But it looks a bit weird. Okay, what if we remove this? And John is here. Hello, how are you? So, John, to loop you on what's happening, I decided to make another tiny crankbait, but this time an even tinier one, because I don't know, I like a challenge or something. So the thing is, I love this crankbait. This is the Caperlan crankbait from Decathlon. It's 30 mil, and I love this. I'm trying to create something similar. The body is a bit different. So if we look at the image, it's like a tiny bit different. It's not the same. But I want the lip. The lip is what I'm interested in. I'm trying to make it as close as possible to this one. And this is what I have so far. It's not that bad. They have a still, and I own some of them too. Yeah, I see it from Decathlon. Yeah, I love this lure. It's amazing because it works on all kinds of retrieves, like slow retrieve, fast retrieve, in the current, against the current. It just works. What I noticed, especially in some of my lures, geometry to origin. Whoops, no. Origin to geometry. Yeah. Sometimes if how do you explain this? If you're retrieving 90 degrees like perpendicular to the current, they some of my lures, what they will do is they will go sideways and float up. They just don't work. I don't know why, but this one works. They have a style. Yeah, I agree. They do have a style. Their lures are great. So we need to add another subdivision here, I guess. Let's make it like 2 or something. How many faces do we have? 28. Oh, that's not bad. This one is 4,000. 28,000. Okay, so far it's not bad. This one could be better, but let's leave it on a low resolution for now. So these two will be joined. They're going to be printed as one piece. Because if we're going to cut through here to like assemble the two afterwards, we're not going to have enough space for weight. But I'm going to join them just to calculate the volume. So this is 1.7. Actually, we can calculate the volume of this one. It's 430 and 1.7. So that's 1.7 plus 0.432. Okay. So we have to somehow print this where it's less than 2 grams, including everything. That's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be super hard. That's the hardest part. Cool. Cool. Now, I think we're ready to do some detailing. Just preparing my pen. Okay. Come on, tablet. Okay, we're on. We are on. So I'm gonna hide the lip for now. It's not needed for now. And let's go to sculpting. First of all, how many faces do we have for? Let's save. Save. Let's call this one the 30 mil crank. Oh, I have a 30 mil crank? What? No. Oh, I remember this one. This was a prototype. It did not work. It was off stream. I was trying something. So let's call this one crankbait V2. And whoops, no. I need to copy this name because I have to create a folder. Okay. And we will save it here. Okay. This table thing is not comfortable. Any fishing trips lately? Yes. It was, when was it? Was it last Saturday? I think it was last Saturday. It's either this one or the one before, but I think it was last Saturday. We went pike fishing using the belly boat, and it was dead all day, nothing, not a single bite, until we reached some sort of a pool in the river, and I caught 2 pike back to back using one of my lures. It was amazing. Let me show you which lure I'm talking about. Come on, view my profile. It's hard to do it with the pen, but that's the one. So this lure, what's amazing with this one, I love this lure. This is one of my favorite lures that I made. It works no matter what you do, like slow retrieve, fast retrieve, it just works. And I was like retrieving it really slowly, and 2 pikes back to back. And then what happened is, third cast, so these were just 2 casts with this lure. Third cast, I got a bite, but the fish was not hooked. And then I got another bite, like in the same cast, it was not hooked. I retrieved it to cast again, but I didn't check my leader. Apparently, the leader was messed up. And then while I'm casting, the leader broke, and the lure flew somewhere in the river, and it just sank to the bottom. And yeah, I didn't catch anything else. It was only this lure that was working. Then my friend later catched an asp using a spinner, and then he also caught a pike, like a small pike, and that's it. How long? I think I have a picture. I think it was like 50 or something. It wasn't the biggest pike. Where's the picture? Okay, here it is. I need to enable autofocus. I probably can't see it, can you? Wait, I don't see what is being... Oh, you can see it. Yeah, so that's the pike. It's not very big, but I mean... I don't catch much pikes, so a pike is a pike. And the second one was like a bit smaller than this. Okay. Where were we? Nice one, yeah. And it's a wild pike in the river. Now, I know they stock them, but uh, um, my experience so far in Czech Republic is it's very hard to catch pike in the river unless you go like south, really south, or you go to a pond like Kia or like a public pond like this one, and then you might catch a tiny one. Okay, so apparently they updated Blender and nothing's working. Why? Why is sculpting not working? Interesting. Ah, I didn't apply. Okay. I think we saved. Yeah, we saved. So let's apply the subdivision. And now we should be able to. Cool. So the eye is gonna be somewhere here. Let me see how they did it. Yeah, the eye is somewhere here, and then yeah. Whoops. So we're probably gonna do something like this. Maybe it's two at the front. Did I enable? Yeah, cool. This might be too deep. Okay. So this might change the geometry a bit, but that's fine. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm not gonna go crazy on the details, but I kind of like what they have going on here. What are these called? This is like a noise texture, and these tiny bumps. I think we can do something similar. But what about the mouth? I don't think we can do a small mouth. Something like, oh no, something's wrong here. Let's remesh. So how many statistics? We have 4,000 faces. That's nothing. So I don't want to go crazy with the remesh. I think 0.3, 11,000, that's fine. We will redefine the details in a bit. But now we can smooth a bit. Okay, cool. So the mouth, it has to be visible, so it has to be above the lip. I like how they do these kills, super simple. Love that sharp look of them. Oh, you're talking about the making them sharp. By the way, you can do that. It's possible to do it here. What was it? It was part of these. I think it's this one. Pinch. Or this one. Pinch or magnify. So one of these, you can do it here, yeah, and it will sharpen the edge, and then you can do the regular pinch and do it on the bottom one. Or the crease. Was this one crease? No, crease is, they changed all the icons. Scrape. Huh, where's crease? Edge. But you have to like work for it in sculpting. I think it looks nice, to be honest. Oh, crap. I think I changed the... So once something like this happens, like for example, if I keep smoothing, it's gonna keep going up. I can go to the grab brush and like, if I make it bigger, I can grab it down. Jakob, you're here. Hello, how are you? Cool, so that's one. Now I need to do the mouth, and then maybe we can do a small gill here somewhere. So, man, they changed everything. Now I have to, I think there was a way. No, not this one. Ooh, okay. So it's shift space, and then, nah, they also changed this. I used to be able to like hold. No. So hold, and then with the mouse, just let go of the shift, and then it will automatically switch. But anyways, so we can go to draw, make it smaller, and let's see what we can do. I'm thinking, yeah, just a regular, guess, something like this. And now we can inflate. Okay. Inflate. Oh, come on. It's gonna need some getting used to. Oh, we're gonna inflate this part. Once we remesh, this will look smoother. And yeah, I don't want to do anything crazy, so even this is too much. So I'm gonna smooth it down a bit. Hey, Jacob. Yeah, I'm fine. Unless you're talking to John. It's been a while, I think, since we made a Friday Night Lulab, right? When was the last one? I remember last week. Oh, it was the week I went fishing. 13 days ago. Yeah, it was last week. That's why I didn't make the live stream. Because on Friday, 15th, I was going fishing on the 16th on like 4 a.m. because it was a long drive, and OBS disconnected. Interesting. Anyways, on the 15th, I was preparing stuff and I was printing lures, and it was too late. That's why I didn't do the live stream. Okay, this is fine. Let's see. Maybe we can. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing. I'm gonna save here. So let's save incremental. And we can do some, oops, no, wrong brush. We can just throw something here. And then let's assume the eye is here. So it will go like that. I don't know. No. I'm gonna stick to... We need to mark the eye somehow. What about YouTube videos? Any new in line? There are plans for YouTube videos. So yes and no. No, because I haven't actually started the filming, but I have done the preparations for it. It's just filming is a bit hard for me because, you know, I have a day job and yeah, multiple things. We want to smooth from this side. Yeah, I think we're ready to remesh. So we're gonna double this. At the moment it's 0.3. Let's go to double, meaning dividing by 2, because the smaller the value, the higher the resolution. So 0.3 at the moment, we'll go to, let's go to 0.15, or I think we can divide by 2 actually. Yeah, we can do that. And now this is gonna jump from 11,000 to 45, and now we can smooth a bit. Not too much, but that's why it's helpful to have a pen. Let's hide that cube for now. So at this point, smoothing shouldn't affect like the geometry, like the shape of the lure. So I'm not worried about it, and I'm not putting too much pressure on the pen anyways, so it should be fine. And now we can start. Let's start by first redefining these lines. At this point, we should still be able to smooth the transition, because even though we're at 0.16, but we're still at 45,000, that's not too much. Yeah, this is kind of bugging me, this hole right here. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and we can do the same thing, like this relax. Oh no, it wasn't this one. Sorry. This one. Pinch. To make it sharper. And we need the crease. Is this the crease? Yes. Again, this will make it sharper. Actually, this one needs to go back. Needs to go in a bit. Especially here. Yeah. And now we need to bump this up to a very high number. I think if we double it again, we should be fine. We should be at like 200,000. Let's see. Yeah, about 200,000. And now we can smooth a bit more. Let's see if we can fix these tiny holes. Yeah, that's the problem. I think there is a brush to fix this. Was it this one? Scrape and fill. Push surface inwards. Where was it? Come on. Alternatively. Yeah, it kind of messes up a bit, but then we can smooth. And why am I still using the white matte cap? Can barely see anything with it. Yeah, now you can see the defects even more. Look at this here, for example. Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's see now if we can add the details on the lips. So first of all, let's go something less aggressive like this one. And what we need to do here first, I need to select, what do we want to use? I think the inflate. I will go with the inflate brush. We can also use the layer, but let's try the inflate first, and we can duplicate it, I think, here, duplicate. Oh, there was a way to do it without duplicating. Probably not. Let's duplicate it. Let's call this one noise. So now we have it here. Huh, interesting. Noise, and we're gonna go to texture, add a new texture, and now we can change this to a noise. It could be noise or it could be Veroni. We have to play around with it. So let's see how this looks. I think, sorry. Yeah. It's not gonna look good because it's laying noise on top of other noise. So we need to change some stuff. First of all, the mapping has to be, is it area plane? I think it should be. Interesting. Area plane. It's been a while since I did that actually. Space. One thing we definitely need to change is somewhere here in advanced, I think, front face only, so we don't put stuff on like two faces. And where can we change the hue? I think it's strength. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. But will it show up in the print? I doubt it. That's why I should have used the layer. Let's play around with some stuff here. Fall off is set to smooth. I think it should be smooth. If we change it to constant, yeah, this will not do anything. Let's remove this from here and normal radius. That's why I duplicate the brush, so I don't mess with the actual brush, I mess with the duplicate. So have you been out fishing lately? Yes, I was just telling John that I was fishing last week for pike, and I actually caught two. It's been a really long time since I caught pike. Would like to see if the 3D print will show this. I have tried this before with the pike lure. It kinda did, but then when you put paint on it and a clear coat, it doesn't show up. Now, this one is gonna be printed with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, so it should technically have more resolution, but I'm not sure if it will show up. One thing we need to do is to mask. We need to mask this area right here and this area right here, so these don't get affected by the painting. Something like that. Let's say we will refine it. So, whoops. I think I like this smooth transition over here. Now here we can delete some stuff, but it's gonna cause hard edges, so maybe we can go back at it a bit. But with a bigger brush. Okay, cool. So let's see how this will look. Is it too much? Yeah, I think we need more resolution. Let's see. 0.08. Maybe we can go to 0.07. Will it cause any difference? 200 something. Now we can smooth out the mask. Yeah, these small details, they need lots of resolution. As you can see, it's still barely showing anything. And we can play around with this. As I said, we can go to the texture and change this to a Veroni, for example. Okay. Now we see the issue more clearly. So, okay. The mapping is wrong. Should it be view plane? No. I don't think so. Tiled? Was it tiled? Also no. It should be area plane. Sample bias. Something is wrong. I have done this before, but I kinda... Let's try a layer. No, there's something wrong. Auto masking. Face sets. There was a setting that does this. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Airplane space dots. So anchored will do this basically. This is helpful if like you're putting on scales, for example, but not in this case. So this was space, I think. Spacing. Fall off. We're gonna put this back as smooth. I mean, it is kind of working, but there's something weird going on. It's laying them on top of each other. No, it's not 3D. It might be tiled. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. So we can turn down the strength. And we can do something like this. Okay, so now if we go back to the noise texture, or we keep the Veroni, and you should almost try one day to make some spinner bodies. You're talking about, because when someone says spinner, it confuses me because there are so many types of spinner. Like this one is a spinner, and then this one is a spinner, right? This one is a spinner. There's also this one is a spinner. All of these are called spinners, but I'm assuming what you meant is this, right? Something like this. Yeah, that could work, but it's not gonna be as heavy as the LED spinners, but it could be done. Actually, you know what? My sponsor can 3D print it from stainless steel. JLC PCB, they sponsor this channel sometimes, and you can print it from stainless steel, and that could be heavy. Not as heavy as lead, but come on, stainless steel. Inline spinner. Okay, so inline spinner, you're talking about the first one. We're still on the Veroni. Let's see, clouds. What does this one do? Ah, this one looks cool. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, I think this one will show up on a print. Maybe do a bit more here. Yeah, it might show up. Oh, come on, what do we have here? I clicked here by mistake, I think. It's fixed. Okay, let's clear the mask. We can also add some stuff here, but I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and then I'm gonna smooth the edges to create a transition. Yeah. Was looking at some copper DIY spoons. Really need to find a way for my own DIY room space. Yeah. The space is always it's always a problem. Like right now, me and my wife were thinking about moving to a bigger apartment just because of the space issue, not only just for me, but also for her. Because I don't know if my room is like visible on camera to see how big it is. It is super small. It's this is not even a room. It's like a small balcony inside the house. Okay, cool. Let's see how it looks like so far. It always looks funny in the here in Blender, but once you print it, it looks way better. Let's see what we can do here. I think if we move this a bit, might look better. And now the challenge is gonna be where to put the screw eye. So the screw eye is gonna go through the lip, and this is why I have the picture, because I want to get the exact same screw position. And the way they did that is by cutting some sort of a sphere. This should be easy. It should be easy to do, so we'll see. Okay, first of all, let's save. Save incremental. Cool. Maybe we can put on the eyes, or let's leave the eyes till the end. Was at a camp about salmon in Denmark, where there was a man who made inline spinner bodies out of Lego. Out of Lego men, or toy cars, because he made the spin stop. Blade still spun around. Interesting. I mean, yeah, plastic will work. But I'm curious to like how well it will work, because inline spinners they are made of what? They are metal now, the bodies. At least that's what I know. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna do this. So we will add, as usual, a couple of cylinders. And let's make these 16. 1 mil. 1 mil, that means 2 mil radius. That might be too much. Gonna go with 0.9. And here, let's see, how far up can we go? I think 12. Yeah. 12 is enough. Can put it here somewhere. Where did they put it in? Yeah, it's even here. Cool. Let's first fix it. And I don't need my tablet anymore. Come on, turn off. Okay. So I saw a new trick. Usually this is what I do. I insert the face and then I delete this face and do a grid fill. But if you do 2 insets, make this one smaller, then delete the face, And now we can grid fill here. And this is the new thing. We can actually change this value and voila. Now we have less stuff. But yeah, you can play around with this. You can even make it 1 and it will still be a grid, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter that much, but it matters to me. Okay. So inset again, delete the face, and grid fill 2. So this on its own is 34,000 faces. I think we can make it less. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. 8,000, that's fine. So we need 1 for here, 1 for here, and 1 for the weight. Let's put it up. And we need 1 for the eye. Let's put it here. Cool. So this is the only thing that I need to be precise based on the picture. It has to be here. We have to somehow put it here. Now the biggest challenge is gonna be if this is here and this is here somewhere, then where do we put the weight? That's always a challenge when it comes to tiny lures. Yeah. And these two might intersect also. Ah man, that's gonna be a challenge. Maybe we can make this thicker. Let's see. So we can take this and this. Like that. I'm not sure how this is gonna help, but yeah, it's not gonna help much. But I can now rotate this like that, and it's not gonna show up. It's not gonna cut the bottom. Okay, I am going. Have a nice night. We'll check the end of this stream tomorrow. Bye bye. Okay, bye, John. Good night. I've sent a link on Discord with him who makes spinners out of Lego. Thank you, Jacob. I will check it. I will check it after the stream. Okay, so we need to add a sphere here. UV sphere, I guess. And then we can bring it here somewhere. It's gonna be here. Like that. And then we can cut it from this. And this will help us insert the line tie in here. But I'm thinking about scaling it on the y-axis. Something like that. And we need to subdivide it. It's probably too much. 2 is enough. So this will have to cut the lip and the lure, or we can join the lip and the lure together first. Ah, come on. It's not working. Okay. So I think what should be done is we need to somehow push this lip to the inside of the lure. So what we can do, we will have to apply everything. Or in the shrink wrap, we can offset it a bit. What happened? Oh no, come on. Don't crash on me. Ah, what did I click? I'm sure I clicked something. Okay. So what is this? Okay, I think I know what this is. Yeah. That's not good. Let's see how we can fix it. Okay. So we can fix it. Now this one can go in a bit more like that. Now let's see. Will it work now? Oh, come on. Why can't you join? If you move, you may be able to get a tested tank for your wobbler. I mean, it's the dream, right? To get a test tank. But the problem is, even if I move, the only way is if I move to a house and not an apartment. Then if I have a garage, that might work. But an apartment, I don't know. Okay, maybe if the apartment has not the shower, what was it called? What is it called in English? The shower, is it caddy? No. What's a caddy? Not this one. The one you can like sleep in. I don't know what it's called. Don't forget to save your progress. Yeah, I think I saved. But we're gonna have to save in a bit first. Let me remove that boolean. For some reason, this boolean doesn't want to work. You can just remove it and go back here. Turn it to solid. Okay, let's save. Since you reminded me, save incremental. I always save incremental. I don't overwrite files because sometimes I want to go back and change like the entire thing. So as you can see, we barely have any space for weight. Now we can put weight here But how will this affect the action? We need to see. Our only other option would be to change the lip style. Instead of this going through the lip into the lure, so this will come down and into the lure. So then we don't need this thing. And this one, so this cylinder will probably be something like that. But even then, we barely have any space here to put weight. But I don't think, I mean, we can do that. As long as the line tie is here. This is the requirement. Like the line tie has to be here. Aren't you an engineer? Yes, of course. Now on a small lure like this one, is the weight of the hooks enough? No, I doubt it. It could be enough, but I doubt it. How can we fix this? We can now, something I think, who tried this? Matthias, one of my club members on Printables. He did something where the line tie is not actually a straight line. It goes in, for example, like this and up, and he will force the twist wire in, so it will bend itself. And he says that it will actually make it stronger. So that's one thing I can try. I think what we can do is like put this one here, maybe. Probably something like this. This could work. Interesting, it can actually go straight. Yeah, this could work. We can do the same here, I guess. So if we take this, move it here. How good is the salary as an engineer in Czech Republic? It's all over the place, depending on your experience and what role you get. So if you're like a senior engineer, or even if you are a senior, depending on how senior you are, like these times, for example, these times, there are so many roles. Like my company, for example, the company I work for, they have like engineer, senior engineer, staff engineer, senior staff engineer, and then I don't know what else they have. And each one of these has 5 or 6 levels. So you have to go from level 1 to level 6 in senior to become a staff. And each one of these has a different salary. So yeah, it's a hard question to answer. But the salaries are good if you live here in Czech Republic. If you live in a different country and you work with a Czech company, then the salaries will not be good, because here everything is like cheaper than everywhere else. Let's see what kind of weight we can fit in here. I doubt we're gonna be able to fit anything like 4 mil. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. Yeah, there's no way this is gonna fit. 4 mil. Maybe a 3 mil. Will this do anything though? It might. It might do something. I mean, this is a tiny lure. So a 3 mil, yeah, might do something. And then we can duplicate this, put one here. I hope this band works though. I feel like I need to raise this a bit. Okay, and now for the eyes. I think we're gonna go with a 4 mil eye, because 5 is gonna be too much. Okay, leave it at local. And we can manually align it. I don't want it too deep though. Okay, cool. Let's add a mirror. Wait, this was 4 mil. No, 4 mil will not work, because we need some tolerance. So it's gonna be 4.4, probably even more. Will this mess up? No, here it's fine. It's gonna mess up the mouth. Yeah, it might mess up the mouth a bit. Let's see how it's gonna look. It's not bad. Yeah, you see that that's supposed to be part of the mouth. Yeah, let's do a smaller eye. So before the mirror, let's do 3.5. I think this one will work. And I need to apply the scale. Delete. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. I hope the bend works. I'm still not sure about it, but since we're doing bends, let's do it also here. First of all, we can disable the gizmos. Yeah, this will also make the weight at the bottom, right? So it should help a bit. Now we can start cutting stuff. Okay, that is interesting. That's why it's not... Okay, maybe if we fix this... Wait. Let's remove the cut. And the cut from here. Come on, Blender. What's happening? Okay, yeah. Maybe if we fix this issue, what is causing you? What is causing you? What if we add... This will make it thicker, but I don't think it's helping. No. What's the issue here then? Okay, I think that worked, I guess. So can I now, if I save, can I add these together? Nope. Still not enough. Still not enough. This is fine. We can join them in Bamboo Studio. That's not a big deal. So let's just stick to cutting this from 2. Yeah. And then we can cut this and this. what are we left with? These two. Oh, come on. You have completely forgotten some music. Can you hear the music now? Okay, what's going on? Okay, here's what we are going to do. I'm going to select all of these and export them as one STL. Selection only. And we are going to import it into Bamboo Studio. Okay, you can hear the music, so maybe the volume was too low. Should I raise it even more? Let's leave it at minus 33. Oh wow, this is tiny. This is gonna be very small. Okay, so we need to split parts. Okay, this one. Yeah, it's gonna be a part, obviously. This one is going to be a negative part. And this one is also a negative part. Okay. And now we can rotate this. Something like that. Ah, this is gonna be a problem. Maybe we need a different orientation. Do you think we can print it this way? Let's see. View overhangs. And let's switch to a better color. 4. Okay, we have overhangs here, that's expected. I don't like this. This will close the wire hole and cause issues. So I usually prefer this way. But here we don't have overhangs. When do we have overhangs? Is when we get it. Okay. We can do this. Something like that. I think these will print fine. I don't think they need supports. Okay, now the biggest issue is gonna be the weight. So, oh, I have it on auto. No, manual. Now we can support also this, but I'm not super worried about it. 1.8 grams, no, that's too much. Because if you remember, it has to be 2 grams. It has to be 2 grams. And there are many reasons, guess why it's not. First of all, we have 4 walls. So if we reduce this to 3, for example, what do we get? 1.6. Second of all, we need this to be 10 and rectilinear. 1.56 and what else? Yeah. Could change the minimum infill threshold to 0, and then we'll be at 1.5. With 2 walls, we'll be at 1.2. This could work, but how strong will it be? Well, I need to test it. Plus, it's a tiny lure for small fish, so I don't think it has to be super strong. I mean, I tried the lure with only two walls on a 0.2 nozzle and it worked well. The trout lure that I made. So this one should work also. I'm not sure if the weight is enough. Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This has to be bigger. Oh, come on. Let's do 4. I4. Everything is applied. Everything here is applied. Okay. Yeah, we have to re-export it. Anyways, the testing is gonna be done later. Now another thing I can do is make it wider down here. Then I'll have more room. So these stuff I have to experiment with offline, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah, I have a bunch of lures to experiment with. I'm probably gonna make a video of it. But yeah, so far I'm happy with this. And let me see just quickly. Yeah, they don't show up. They barely show up in here. Just barely. Yeah. One thing we can do is if I can get a modifier here somehow, I can change, not change, I can apply fuzzy skin. Where is it? Yeah, that's gonna look funny. That's too much. Like 0.3. and maybe 0.2. You can play around with this, but not on the entire lure, of course. Only on this area right here. What do you think? Is this cool? It's cool, huh? Yeah, if we do this only on the lips or on specific areas of the lure, it will look cool. And this will hide the layer lines, by the way, to a degree. It looks like it's very weird. Anyways, none. This is how it's gonna look. And yeah, so they do kinda show up, but not much. So if we do the fuzzy skin here, it's gonna look way better, I think. Anyways, that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video, and I guess it's only you, Jakob. There's someone else, but if you have any questions or anything, don't forget to join Discord server. And yeah, see you in the next live stream. Bye.